So welcome back. I'm back again for another trading recap. So today it's the first day of the week. So let's see if today I can find a good trade. Today, not gonna lie, I'm looking for great and big shorts. We are very bearish today. I expect a reaction at the London high inside of the 1 hour fair value gap. I really think that today we are bearish and we will continue going lower. So after important sweeps, I will try to find some entry, and then I will target the 4 hour fair value gap at a New York low. I think that was the last week that low. So I expect open bullish. We sweep important highs, and then we will continue going lower. That's my opinion, that's my plan, that's what I will follow. So I have been risking less. Instead of risking 1%, I'm risking 0.5% because I want to regain my confidence, and I don't think that it's intelligent to risk the same even though that I am down and I need to recover these. Some guys just support the account when they are down, but I will always follow my strategy, and I will always change my risk management to improve my performance. So that's the things that I wanted to say. I am down 4%, so I really think that I will recover all the losses, but with that I need good risk management, and I need to be patient and follow my strategy. So if you are liking this video, stick with the video. In the end of the video I'll be back. I really think that I will take a trade, so stay in the video, and see you soon, and like and subscribe if you're liking. So welcome back, I'm back again. As you can see, the price has already hit my TP2. I will not take profits here, I'll just move my stop loss to the TP2 because I'm risking a lot less, as I said in the beginning. So if I take profits here, I'll just not make any profit. So stop loss at the TP2, so already following my strategy. So why I took this short? So in the beginning of the video I said that we were bearish. I expected a bullish New York Open. We would sweep important highs and then we would continue going lower, and that's what the price did. We swept an important London high, not the London high, but important London high, and then we had a 15-minute fair value gap above, and and after we mitigated and swept the high, we in the 15-minute candle close we closed below the high and respecting the fair value gap, and I was bearish, and after seeing that sweep respecting bearish PD arrays, I saw that we would reverse, so that's what I did. I waited for a 5-minute inverse fair value gap, we inverted that fair value gap, and then I put my entry at the retest. The price hit my entry, gone a little bit higher, but then it just continued going lower. So now I moved my stop loss a little bit lower to protect more profit. Today, not a big win, but I followed my strategy. I'm changing my risk management to improve my emotions and to improve my strategy. So let's see what the price will do, if it hits my full TP or if it hits the stop loss in profit. I think that it will hit my full TP, but let's see, we never know. But even if the price hits my stop loss, I still in this position. Alright, it hit my stop loss, so not crazy profits, not hit the full TP, but still was, I can say that was a good trade. I had a very good entry, I had a very good vision, so for me I think it's very good to regain the confidence on this trading strategy. My emotions today were very good. I saw that inverse fair value gap and I just put my entry at the retest. I really trusted this trade. I followed my strategy. I was patient. my vision was good. So I think today was a very good day. Not the best profits, but as already said, uh, less risk, but it is what it is. So good trade today, and tomorrow I'll be back for another trading recap. So if you liked, like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.